I used to have a little apartment on the Place du Palais right in front of a Prince's Palace. And every day at 12 o'clock I had to listen to the changing of the guard music. And it got to be a bit much, because it was followed by the pealing of church bells, playing some Gregorian chant in another key, of course. And finally I thought I would put it all down for posterity, and I put all 5 tunes together and ran this piece as 4.5 minutes of marching songs abused by this Gregorian chant. But the main work of the program is called Farewells, plural, Farewells. It's the many farewells that we say in the course of our lives to the things we've loved, the people we've loved, and eventually to our lives. It's basically about the end of the world. In fact, towards the end of the piece, everything blows up, and then there are sort of remnants and bits and pieces of flotsam coming down from the sky after this gigantic explosion, ending up in one solitary, sad, melancholy note in the violas. I never cease to be astonished by the tragic overtones of my music, because I'm a very happy-go-lucky person, very good-natured, and where all this comes from, I don't know. I'm determined one day to write a musical comedy. Sibelius I had no use for as a very young musician. And then I heard a performance of his 7th Symphony with the Berlin Philharmonic under the direction of Sir John Barbaroli, a former music director of the New York Philharmonic. And I felt so foolish at the end of this performance, because it was obviously a great performance of a stunning masterpiece, the 7th Symphony of Sibelius. And I realized how foolish I had been. I went back to the drawing board and took out all the symphonies of Sibelius and studied them one by one, and of course discovered that he was a great master, and as you may or may not know, recorded all the symphonies twice. One cycle with the Vienna Philharmonic and one with the Pittsburgh Symphony. Sibelius' 2nd Symphony, arguably his most popular symphony, I felt would be the proper counterweight to my piece, entitled, as you know, Farewells.